Hello, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of March 29th, 2026. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from sunny and beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And hold on to your horses because the energy in April is some of the most motivating and fast-moving energy we've had in a long time. So if you need to get something done or you want to start something new, the stars and the numerology are aligning to support you. Now, March stirred everything up to make room for bigger, better, and brighter things. And April is about tackling your goals head on. We're shifting from emotional processing into action. We have 0 planets in retrograde this month and lots of fiery Aries energy, pushing us to get things done and set goals and then go after our dreams. And this productive energy infuses every part of our lives. But before it kicks into high gear, the full moon this Wednesday on April 1st, which also is the start of Passover, it gives us a minute to pause and catch our breath and get ready for what's coming. This is the pink moon, and it's also a micro moon, looking slightly smaller because it's farther from the Earth. And it's called the pink moon because this is the time of year that the pink phlox, which are those tiny pink flowers, start to bloom. And spiritually, this moon signifies renewal and emotional clarity. And the moon is in Libra. Libra is the sign of the balanced scales. It's ruled by Venus and has this lovely balanced energy, and it helps us balance things in our lives. So this moon shines a spotlight on the things that are out of balance and need our attention, especially relationships. So we're likely to have some epiphanies about relationships and partnerships. We're balancing our needs with the needs of others. There'll be lots of compromises, and things will be put under the microscope so we can figure out where we still need to do some spring cleaning in our lives, to clean up what's been holding us down and keeping us stuck and sucking our mental energy. Now, this could be people, situations, or even limiting thoughts and beliefs. So we're moving full speed ahead this spring and summer, and this moon is shining a light on where we might still be holding ourselves back. And this can show up in so many ways, maybe feeling afraid, not knowing where to start, or putting something off you know you need to do, whether that's leaving a relationship, quitting a job, or maybe even just like filing your taxes. But here's the thing, there's no more procrastinating. No more playing small or keeping yourself stuck. It's time to make a decision and move forward. So get clear on what you truly want and then start aligning your actions, your energy, and how you spend your time with it. So the past few months have been a lot, and it makes sense if you picked up a few habits to kind of soothe yourself just to get through it. Maybe more TV, more scrolling, eating a little more, but we don't need these coping habits anymore. So thank you for this moon giving us a little break and time to clean up some final things before the energy ramps up even more. So this month on the 9th, right when Mercury's post-retrograde shadow ends, Mars, the planet of action and motivation, moves into its ruling sign of Aries. And this shift gives us a huge boost of energy. We'll feel more motivated and ready to get shit done. Mars is like Wonder Woman in action, moving through life with confidence and strength and determination. And we can direct that energy wherever we want. Mars is also the planet of war, and moving into its home territory, we can see an uptick in unrest and protests around the world. And when Mars moves into Aries, it also aligns with both Neptune and Saturn, supercharging this alignment even more. And then on the 15th, Mercury also moves into Aries, adding to the intense energy, followed by an Aries new moon on the 17th. So all this energy speeds up our thinking and helps us make progress. And that feels so great. But also, because there's so much fire, it could really throw us out of balance. So take advantage of this moon to get into balance ahead of time. And then the big thing happening this month is Uranus moving into Gemini on the 25th. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. The last time it happened was in 1941, and this transit kicks off an incredibly new and powerful 7-year cycle of change in our lives. Uranus is the planet of surprises, so we have really no idea what's going to happen. But what we do know is all of this change is guiding us towards a more authentic, aligned version of ourselves and even our society as a whole. So Uranus is an outer planet that affects the collective. So once again, we could see more tension and unrest in the world, especially in the US. So when we hear that Mars in an Aries could stir up some tension, and that the last time Uranus was in Gemini was in 1941 during World War II when Pearl Harbor was attacked, this can all feel a little scary. Recently, we've had a lot of other transits that happened during intense periods in our history too, particularly Pluto in Aquarius. The last time it was there was during the American Revolution. So we don't need astrology to tell us that something very important is happening in our history right now. We can all see it and feel it. But the question is, how do we take care of ourselves during times like this? How do we stay balanced and present when things feel so out of control? And the key is to focus on what you can control. Right now, we don't have the luxury of getting lost in worry or fear or things outside our control. What we do have is the power to choose how we spend our time, where we put our energy, and how we move toward our goals. So do the things that ground you. Slow down. How many times have you heard me on this podcast say to slow down? Spend some time in nature, meditation, journaling, or even just sitting and breathing. We do these things to practice staying present, so when the energy ramps up, we don't get lost. And most importantly, stay focused on your goals. Even consistent baby steps create momentum. So this is our chance to change how we move through life, to move with intention and to channel all this powerful energy into creating something wonderful. As a society, we are so off track, and this is our opportunity for a do-over. So on a personal level, this Uranus and Gemini energy can show up as sudden changes or unexpected shifts, and not necessarily in a bad way, just surprising and different. This is that wasn't on my bingo card energy. Totally did not see that coming vibes. So we have Uranus changing things up, and the numerology this month does the same. April is a 5 universal month in numerology. And to get that, we add 1 because 2026 is a 1 year, and 4 for April since it's the 4th month. So they total 5. So this is the energy of shaking things up, trying something new, breaking out of routines, unexpected opportunities, momentum picking up. It's the opposite of stuck energy. So 5 is always about transformation and change. This is reinvention energy. So we've been in the process of letting go of identities that just don't fit anymore for a while now. And this is the energy we've been waiting for to make the final shift into our next chapter, our next version, like it's time. So if you've been feeling the nudge to shift or change, this is the time to do it. So April starts with this strong, forward-moving, motivating Aries energy. And then on the 19th, we move into steady Taurus energy. It's a wonderful blend of new beginnings, thank you, Aries, and then steady, sustainable building, thank you, Taurus. Like April's go time. We've done all the processing and now are officially in action mode. There's no retrogrades and tons of Aries fire. The Libra full moon this week gives us a minute to take a breath, get back in balance, and clean things up, especially in relationships and the habits that have been holding us back, before things really speed up. And from there, it's momentum. Mars and Mercury in Aries and the new moon in Aries bring the push to actually do the thing. And then Uranus steps in at the end of the month like plot twist, big unexpected shifts. Not bad, just very, oh wow, okay, didn't see that coming. So things are changing fast and it's all moving us forward and it feels great. Just stay flexible, stay intentional, and don't overthink it. Just keep moving forward. So if you want to use this energy to add more spirituality to your life, I hope you'll join me in April and May for Spiritual Spring Saturdays. Most of my classes are at night, and if you're on the East Coast, they start late, like 8 o'clock. Like I'm usually in bed by then. So for a change, I'm having a series of classes on Saturdays this spring. Classes start on the 11th with using your home as a vision board, and other classes range from communicating with fairies and nature spirits to learning to trust and use your intuition to a summer of money and a full blue moon spiritual ritual. And then my friend Amy Landa will be a guest instructor on beginning mediumship. So much fun stuff. You can take only the classes you're interested in for $40 a class, or you can buy the full series of classes for only $150. That is the early bird price just for this week, and then the packages go up to $180 next week. So there's a link to learn more in the show notes, or go to my website, abundology.com. And as always, thank you for listening and sharing the podcast with your friends. A quick shout out to one of my best friends on her 70th birthday. Happy birthday, Claire. It is beautiful here today. I'm still unsure what I'm going to do. I might go to the park, go to Yellowstone. I haven't been there yet this year. Or try a new hiking trail. I just don't know. So many choices. So have a great week, everyone, and I'll talk to you again next week.